Okay. Great weekend this past weekend. Played a good opponent, was able to come up with a victory and, seal, the OVC, championship. We did a great job. The weather was great, had a great crowd. Just looking forward to moving on this week. Another home game versus Murray State's coming in here, and they're leading the country in passing. So, you get that behind us and get ready for this week because this game does have a lot of, playoff implications and win the OVC outright, being undefeated in OVC and not kind of splitting the title with anybody, and also home field advantage, getting that number one seed going in the playoffs. So it's a big game for us. But this past weekend, it was a great day for the Gamecocks. Just all the way around, we kind of broke out some, honor our veterans and show our patriotism in some new uniforms. So the guys were really excited about that, and and getting out and able to wear those. And I said, I think I had almost that 19,000. Want to get in the 20s. Love to, sell this stadium out. We're gonna need a crowd. We've got our, 14 or 15,000. It's rain, sleet, like the postman. It's rain, sleet, shine, whatever. They're gonna be up there watching the Gamecocks. We just need to get our other, 9 or 10,000. It shows up consistently where we sell this stadium out, and hopefully we'll be able to do that down the line. We ought to have a good home crowd. Looks like another pretty weekend this weekend, and like I said, if we're able to play at home during the playoffs, we need everybody then. So makes our guys play a whole lot better. But it was a good day for I think our veterans and everybody that came to the game there, and just a good day all the way around. Open up for questions.
For the two players, Coach Cross has talked about this all year, about wanting that home field advantage for the playoffs. And you probably need a win this week to be able to get like one of those top two spots, which could give you home field as long as you last in the playoffs till the finals. Do you guys think of that? Is that on your minds at all? Because you're pretty good about just kind of focusing just on what game's in front of you and kind of worrying about other things at another time.
Not from a defense standpoint, we really haven't looked ahead, not even that far. We're really focusing on our next opponent, just trying to keep it a faceless opponent and keep going at the rate we've been going at and being consistent.
Yeah, I don't think it really matters where we play. I know Coach will love it, and it'd be great for the city of Jacksonville and the school. I know that'd be awesome to have all those playoff games at home, but I don't think it really matters where we play. We're focused on the game, and if we prepare well and we do what we're supposed to do, we should be okay.
First year with the new coach, I know that Coach Hatcher is now at Sanford, but this offense, it looks as explosive as it was before.
Oh, definitely, yeah, and I think it goes, to the trigger man. Humphrey's playing. KD's from Montgomery, he's an Alabama guy, leading the country in passing. They are doing it without I'll say a marquee receiver. They don't have a receiver like Semo had last week, but they got a lot of guys that get the job done. They spread the ball around. They're pretty good up front, but he makes some plays. He can extend the play. He knows where to go with the ball. Kind of third, fourth year learning that offense, and they're doing a good job. They haven't missed a beat really, and they're an explosive offensive team. So it'll be a game where defensively we got to play well. We got to get some pressure on him. We got to cover well, and they're going to move the football. We just got to limit the points when you get down in the red zone and play good red zone defense. And I think it's a game where no matter how much you get up in the game, that you've got to not take your foot off the gas, because they're able to score and they're able to score quick. So I think defensively we'll have a good plan. I think our guys will execute the plan. We'll be okay. And then offensively we got to not turn the ball over. And we got to possess the ball. It's a game where we like to possess the ball, and we got to get points at the end of each drive as well. And I think they're really good special teams. They got some explosive kick returners, so we got to do a good job of getting the ball on the ground in our coverage units and special teams, and we got to do a good job of flipping the field when we got a chance to return it. And always you talk about this. It's about third downs on defense and being able to get off the field defensively, third downs, and offensively it's about not being able to punt. We hope Hamish, even though his mom's here to watch another game, we hope he don't punt a lot. Maybe he don't get to punt any. But I think game boils down to that. But this game does have. It's the next game. It's game 11. Like Joel said a minute ago, our bunch is not looking ahead, or we're looking behind. I don't think they're satisfied with where we are and just winning the OVC. I think they know the importance of this game. It's not a game that you're going into like a last game for an NFL team. The game don't matter. This game does matter. It's not a game where we're holding guys out and trying to get them well for the playoffs. This is all in. It's a game 11. We got to win the game, and it's the next opponent, and we'll be prepared to play. And I think we'll have a good week of practice.
You're going over the reasons why this game matters. It seems like you have the type of team that you don't need to make that speech to. You don't have to tell them it matters. What kind of luxury is that for you to know that you've already got guys who are already thinking that way?
It's huge. I mean, and we pull the rope all the same direction. I think everybody's bought into the to the mission and the task at hand, and I think everybody has the same mentality about it and how we're going to work to accomplish that goal. So I mean, when everybody's bought in like that, and we kind of have a selfless team. It's we don't have a bunch of individuals. We got a team that's built to take care of the task at hand, and that is a luxury. I mean, it's a mature team. Like I said, it's a selfless team, and that makes you feel good about how we're going to prepare. And I think this bunch really is bought into how we prepare. They look forward to going to practice. They know that what they got to take out of practice mentally and physically to get the job done. And like I said, last week we probably had I call it our best week of preparation, and I think it showed on Saturday that we were ready to play, and I don't see any difference, this week, unless they prove me wrong. I think we'll go out and we'll get ready to play, and we'll prepare starting today.
For the players, to go back to something Coach Cross said, you guys look forward to practice. Do you really look forward to practice?
From a defense, I really look forward to Tuesday practices because we get to hit. It's not really that fun when you're not in pads playing linebacker and people get to hold your jersey.
If it's up to Joel, we go full pads every day. He really likes the contact.
It's physical, yeah. But other days, yeah, I still look forward to that. I know my team needs my help and they need me to be in position to get them ready for the game. So I do what we must to help them out. But Tuesday practices, that's a defensive practice.
Okay.
Yeah, I can say from an offensive line standpoint specifically, we really enjoy practice, honestly. We go out there and we're competitive. I mean, we can't walk through the hallway without trying to see who's going to get to the meeting rooms first, and we're just the most competitive guys out there. So we try to see who can get the most knockdowns against scout team guys in practice. I mean, we just go out there and have a blast, and then it helps having, 8 or 9 guys that can really play. So you're not too gassed at practice. You don't feel like you're ever too exhausted, so we can really give our all and, have fun out there.
And you talk about two guys that, really, they really do like to practice. I mean, Kyron, he'll get mad at time if, he's had to play through some injuries, and if he's had to miss practice, he's mad because he's had to miss practice. Joel the same way. He's put a lot of time into it. And the physical part, they talk about Tuesday, we talk about that. It's our blue-collar day and really get after it. And a lot of folks would dread that, but I don't think our football team does. But we want to play physical, and that Tuesday's a physical day, and they get after it. But these are two guys that you can't hardly run them out of the film room either. I know a lot of times, I go by them flipping out lights from we're turning it in, cashing chips in for the night. I mean, Joel's in there watching tape, or Kyron's in there watching tape, and you almost have to run them out of here. But they study the game as well. It's not only, especially, any time during the year, especially this time of year where you can't watch too much tape, So these guys put a lot of time in, I think, and a lot of our guys do, of watching extra tape outside of our meetings and stuff, and that's a want to. That's not a make. I mean, we're not twisting these guys' arms to be up here, 9 o'clock at night, after they finish over at ACE and finish their academics and coming back and watching a little more practice tape or watching a little more opponent tape. They take pride in doing that, I think. But I think they see the relevance, too. They see that type of stuff makes them, play the game better.
For Joel, to go back to something Coach Ross said about Murray State being such a good passing team and that they like to throw the ball. What does that mean for you in a game? You and not just you, but you and the linebackers.
At a linebacker position, from what I've seen on film, we get our hands on a lot of ball. So I mean, it's going to be a fun game trying to get interceptions. Still competing with Dawson Wells to lead the team in interceptions. So, but as a team, it really doesn't matter because I have great safeties behind me. I have great pass rushers in front of me, and again, I always have to refer back to I have an amazing coach. Never had an amazing coach that's this well into the game and understands it and watch film like I do, and he understands it more than I do. He passed the knowledge on to us. So when we're playing, we're not just playing, we understand what's really going on. So when we see a formation and we know it's a pass formation, we get in a pass formation state of mind. So it's really going to be a great game to play and really try to get our pass deflection interceptions up.
I think Joel's wanting to catch up with him,
I have to.
far as yards after the interception.
Coach Ross talked about them leading the nation in passing coming in. Kyron, y'all had a game 600 yards Saturday. From a War Pig standpoint, when you see 600 or find out about it after the game, special day for you guys?
Oh, for sure. I was a little upset because, the second or third drive into the fourth quarter, we were like 40 or 50 yards away from the school record. So we were egging Coach Gross to put us in for a couple more series, and he wouldn't do it. But, yeah, it was a great day. And the thing is, we feel like we left, 2 or 3 touchdowns out there. We had a turnover, or we missed a field goal, or we sputtered, and we didn't get a block, and that was on me. So we left, 2 or 3 touchdowns out there. So we haven't played that game yet offensively. So we're looking this week to finally put it all together and have it click at the right time. I know it's nitpicking. You have 600 yards, 56 points, and we just still haven't played that game yet. So we're looking to put that together offensively this week.
Was this championship any sweeter than last year for you? Did the cigar taste just as good Saturday?
Personally, it was a little sweeter for me this year. I had to deal with a little bit more, having shoulder surgery in the off season and fighting through injuries during camp. I had an MCL deal, and it's been really hard to fight back. But, my guys have had my back the entire way. Coach has had my back. Like he said, some days I needed to sit out of practice, didn't want to, and he had my back, and it's paying off now because I'm feeling pretty good, and it's paying off. So individually, I know it was a little sweeter. And the team, I guess it is a little sweeter this year because last year we didn't sneak up on anybody, but nobody really believed in us either. But this year we're the number 1 team. We've had the target on our backs since the Auburn game. So everybody's giving us their best shot, and, to be able to almost run the table. We have to finish this week, but to be able to be in this position again is pretty sweet.
Joel, your first time, how were you feeling after that one Saturday?
No, I felt amazing. That's the first ring I've ever got. I basically almost ran in my room and cried. I really was just so thankful because most people play this game an entire lifetime. They waste a lifetime trying to obtain what we obtained so grateful, and people take it for granted. And I couldn't take it for granted. It was just amazing. It's a feeling that I urge just to have next year and the year after that, and it put some in me that I never had before, another flame, another reason to play.